Understood. I will bear the— I don't see what's so awesome about it, though. Does he really think everyone else is as immature as him? I'm not stooping to Tartaglia's level.
I thought you might say that. How's your progress?
Quite promising, actually. That alchemist Albedo gave— Remember how I asked you to look up some files for me? That stuff on the Nazi-Kreuz Institute. René de Petrichor and Jakob Ingold. Alain Guillotin despised René's theories and methods, but he never managed to come up with better alternatives either. So I adopted some of René's ideas.
I thought Alain was like a father to you. He and René were mortal enemies, were they not?
And what would you say if Linny and his friends one day learned something useful from someone you utterly detested?
I would applaud them for it. That would mean that they have surpassed me.
For all we know, Alain Guillotin might have thought the same thing. Not that it matters, though. He's dead, and I'm alive. So it's my call to make. Once you die, it doesn't matter how great you were in life. Only the living get to decide what happens next.
Hey, come on out. They're back.
Huh? You're back? And your head's still screwed on? And you still have all your limbs?
What does it look like? Way to keep your composure, madam.
Excuse you. I am perfectly composed.
Glad you're okay. Yes, it's a huge relief.
Worry? Oh, yeah, right. You think we, the Fatui, were worried about you?
We were worried sick.
Hey!
The Traveler and I were already friends. You are free to join this mission in whatever capacity you please. Much like your tea parties.
It's a laugh a minute with you guys.
I must say, I was quite surprised when Mr. Albedo told me he would need no additional aid.
We discussed this on our way back as well. I am rarely so unequivocal, but in this case, we had full confidence in Hat Guy.
He said he knew what he was doing. Albedo and I pretty much had to just wait outside on standby. Meanwhile, Hat Guy broke into the energy field and rescued the Traveler solo.
You didn't have to mention that.
Well, I'm thoroughly impressed. You are a force to be reckoned with, Hat Guy.
Is he back? Is he really back? Traveler! It's really you!
You can finally breathe easy, Paimon.
It's great to have you back in one piece. Look at them. You know, once you reach my...
It's nothing. Same goes when you get to my age, too. I bet Aino and Anefa would be tearing up as well if they were here.
Varka, I'm not sure Anefa can cry.
Oh, yeah, good point. Hey, your eyes are looking a little red and puffy. Come here, let's hug it out.
What? Ew, no. No, thank you. You're not my dad, okay? Knock it off.
Everyone, I'm sorry for all the trouble I caused you. But the silver lining is, I didn't come away from this ordeal empty-handed. While I was being held captive, I learned a lot about Dottoro's current capabilities, and what he plans to do with them. Allow me to explain.
The three moon goddesses were even more powerful than we imagined. No wonder Dottore believes himself to be equal to the gods. Maybe even superior.
Utter blasphemy.
While everyone was gone, Nefer and I made an interesting discovery, and I believe Miss Sandrone has something to share too. Ma'am, perhaps you could do the honors?
Called it. Getting rid of a pesky troublemaker like her is like trying to clean up after a crumbly cake. It always comes back to haunt you.
Our next step is to find a way to bring her back.
A place where time flows backwards, with no destination in sight. Surely it must have been created for a specific...
It sounds like she's on a specific path through time, just traveling in the opposite direction to us. The question is, where does that path lead? Or...
We considered that question as well. Strictly speaking, time...
Indeed not. Every road has an end.
Nicole! Yeesh.
I do, in fact. It's something I've always done at our mages' tea parties. Quiet, mysterious, and persuasive. You wonder what lies at the end of her road. Well, just as the world has a beginning and an end, so too does time. But where Miss Columbina will end up along this road, that depends on where this particular river...
What about the original moons and the moon goddesses?
All things do. In the beginning, no moons adorned the sky. It was the Dragon King Nibelung who raised the three moons into the heavens, and thus were the moon goddesses born. They were shadows of the planet, born to wield Nibelung's authority and oversee the world on his behalf. They were extensions of his will, manifestations of his majesty. But then one day, they disappeared just as suddenly as they had once been brought into being. Nobody knew where they had gone.
Like I thought. No more paths back to reality have emerged, but how can I be sure that I'm going the right way without scenes from reality to keep me on track? I can't even be sure of how long I've been walking for. The further I travel, the less stable this space becomes. There are even moments where I can sense something that feels like abyssal energy. They can just materialize out of thin air. I have to keep my wits about me. Is that the Ray here of Solnari? I can't believe he survived. How did he do it?
moon goddess. But how? Please, there's no need. I
find that a little difficult to believe.
Yeah, the way you used my own power against me was... It was a brilliant strategy. And then, in the final moment before I was thrown into this space...
Mr. Dainsleif.
Right. It was so... When I first got here, I was filled with how I cursed and devoured. I tore everything here apart. I was consumed by the desire to leave this place, but to no avail. This is the second time I've entered this space. Though I have no memory of the first. I was torn to shreds, but this time I survived. It must be partly because of this new body, and partly because of all the Kuvaki I absorbed in Nodcry.
Are you the source of the abyssal power in here?
Not all of it. Some is from when I first arrived here and tried to destroy everything. But there was already a degree of abyssal power here, before I entered. And like a venomous snake baking in the merciless sun, it...
Tried to. So, you rejected it?
Yes. Because after that, the world suddenly became silent for...
What do you mean?
The voices in my head. And then... I saw her.
Her?
Thelindis. My... former lover.
Never mentioned that she saw a memory of Thelindis leaping into the moon's reflection.
More precisely, I saw her afterimage. I'm sure the real her is long gone. Anyway, why have you come here? Didn't you know it was a dead end?
If I hadn't escaped through the moon gate... What?
You'd like to know how I know. The one who resurrected me said so. I could hear a deep lust for power. Dottore. So that's what he's called. He'd been collecting fragments of my body for a long time. All so that he could resurrect me at the moment of his choosing. I had no interest in his research. But being as corroded by the abyss as I was, we were aligned as far as hunting the moons and recovering my strength were concerned.
So that's why the Wild Hunt suddenly became so active in Nodcry. When I left the Fatui in my week...
Moon Goddess?
What?
I know this is a lot to ask, especially from someone who tried to kill you. If you refuse, I won't fight it. But this is the only thing I desire now. Nothing else matters.
What do you want?
I'd like you to take a message to Thelindis for me.
Thelindis? But...
Yes, she's dead. But like I said, I saw her afterimage. I can sense that some part of her soul remains here.
Why don't you go and speak to her yourself?
I can't. I don't know why, but I can't move. All I can see is a glimpse of her walking away. In return, I will clear these abyssal obstacles for you. No, not in return. I'll clear them for you, whether you want to help me or not. It feels like something I ought to do. Yeah. Why, indeed. I'm tired of it all. Tired of the person I became. I think I grew tired of it long ago. But I wouldn't admit it to myself.
What do you wish?
All of it. My past.
Is it okay if I give her the abridged version?
Yeah. I'm sure there's plenty you can skip over. Just tell her the important parts.
Like the part where you relentlessly tried to kill us?
It's up to you. Love demands honesty. But my relationship with... We hid too much from each other. But after living my whole life in the shadows, I don't want to hide anything anymore. The Abyss will no longer stand in your way.
Even though Mr. Dainsliff felt he had to fight you, I think he still regarded you as a friend.
Dane?
He said that you betrayed him, but he also felt great remorse at never having understood.
Why tell...
Because if he'd known that someone could take a message to you...
I know this will sound strange coming from me, but... Don't die, Moon Goddess.
He kept his word. The Abyss is no longer obstructing my path. Is that the Lindis? She wasn't far off at all. Hello, Miss Lindis.
Who are you? How do you know my name? I've never seen anyone else here before.
You can call me Columbina. I promised Rerir that I'd bring a message to you.
Rerir? My Rerir? Is he well?
He's doing better than he was.
Better than he was, huh?
Others have had a rough time on his account too. In many cases, their time ran out because of him. And I'm not just talking about the children of the Crimson Moon.
So, things got worse before they got better. Could you tell me what happened, Miss Columbina?
Are you sure you wish to know?
Yes. This is my opportunity to learn the...
I admire your courage. However, time is short. Rerir had seeds of hatred in his heart, and many people nursed them for their own ends. On some level, everything he did was to try and find a way to see you again. But in the end, he came to regret his mistakes. He wanted to apologize for hiding his past from you. Beyond that, he did not say specifically what it was he wished to convey to you, but I'm sure that you've always been on his mind. You are what has kept him going over all these years.
I'm sorry, Miss Columbina. This is so upsetting. I'm not sure how to put my feelings into words.
It's all right. I understand. Well, that's everything from me. So, I guess I'll be...
Oh, wait. One moment. Time flows backwards here. The road ahead only leads further and further into the past.
I know. I intend to reach the end of that road.
Without a moon marrow, without the 3 moons' power, you won't make it far. Wait, unless... Are you one of the moon goddesses?
You could say that.
I see. I often think to myself, if life is like a train ride, why haven't I reached the terminus? Where am I even going? And it's not just me, it's this whole place. Wherever it is, it seems like it's existed forever. I must seem so ridiculous. I can't answer these basic questions, and yet I jumped right in here. Thinking back, I was suddenly overcome with fear and terror in that moment. Perhaps I too. I used to be a researcher at the Universitas Magistrorum in Conria, researching the iridescent moon's marrow. Rerir was one of the Vinster King's retainers. With me, he was in an impossible... I wanted to help him escape his lot in life. I wanted him to be happy. So at the time, I thought I could just go back to the day that the Vinster King first... It was only after meeting the princess that the Vinster King started going too far with his research into the abyss. That was the day all of our woes began. I thought I could stop the king from ever meeting her and solve everything. I couldn't kill the Vinster King himself, so I had to find another way to save Rerir. That's why I wanted to go back, to kill the person who had brought new possibilities to our realm. I'm sure it was a futile endeavor, but the Abyss probably enhances the basest human desires. So I naively hoped I could change everything. But I was simply too weak. Like a speck of dust against the whole universe. Look at me. I didn't even survive the journey here. Not physically, at least. I know I'm never getting out of here. But you're different. You can make it, and I want to help you.
How do you plan to help me?
Have you noticed the golden energy that exists here? Based on my past research and my observations since coming here, I can share what I've learned, and help you understand the pattern in which this energy... I think you just might... Also, I've been speculating about where this phase ends. The documentation was scanned, but from what I know of the legends about the moons, the oldest ones seem to begin with Nibelung, king of... I have no way of verifying any of it by this point. But if it...
Understood. Thank you, Miss Delindis.
I'm the one who should be thanking you. If you hadn't entered this realm of everlasting death, what use would my deductions be? Thanks to you, they have some meaning. About Rerir,
It wasn't your fault.
That's not true. Because we both feared bringing trouble upon each other, neither of us ever told the truth. And that dishonesty sealed our fates. But enough about that. I wish you... And may the outside world never have to experience pain like this again. Rerir? You're there, aren't you? I cannot see you, because you exist in the future. But please, gaze upon the past, and then sit for a while. Let's find a place to sit down together, just like we did when we first met.
How long have I been walking? How much further till I reach the end? Is there even an end to be found? Everything's getting blurry. Huh? Are you all right, little sis? Have you come from the distant future?
How exactly did the moons just disappear? Shouldn't it be a little harder to get rid of...
The world is a vast and ancient place. On a certain scale, all life lasts for but a fleeting moment.
Miss Nicole explained that the moon goddesses likely perished in the War of Funerary Flame. The moons themselves were also...
Am I missing something then?
'Cause the stories say that the moon goddesses were born on the moon, but doesn't Columbina say she was born in Nodcry?
Huh. You're right.
Why do their birthplaces differ? What's the difference between the two generations of moon goddesses?
Also, remember what Sandrone said? Her scans detected 4 moons. In other words, 4 moon marrows.
Technically, the result of the scan means that 4 moon marrows were detected and positively identified as moons in that moment. In other words, this piece of information alone isn't enough for us to know how Miss Columbina is doing right now.
Yep. We have no way of staying up to date on whether she's dead or alive. She's on her own for now.
But at least she's trying her best to get back to us.
Yeah. She's a tough cookie. And a sore loser, too. We have to trust that she'll find a way. Because we really need her power. As much as it pains me to say it, we've got no chance of beating Dottore in a straight-up fight. He's much too powerful. It wouldn't even be close. That maniac is going to devour everything in his path until he reaches us. We need to find someone or something that can stop him before he does anything worse. I'll be frank. Our only hope of defeating this false god is with a real moon goddess on our side. And I know that even she was no match for him when he attacked, but...
We're not giving up on saving her. Whether she can defeat...
Right. Don't worry, Miss Sandrone. We're all aligned on
No one's trying to argue that we can only justify saving our friend because it will help save the world.
So... she's more than just a moon goddess to you guys?
Absolutely.
Duh! She's part of the gang! And you are too, you know.
Yes, I know. You don't need to labor the point. I knew that the moment I came running over with my documents that I was part of the in-group. Anyway, as for how we get Columbina back, I've been working on it constantly. But I think I'm still lacking certain info. I'd probably get there if I could continue my calculations, but the problem is, I've run out of computing power.
Computing power? You mean you need more energy?
No, the issue isn't energy, it's processing power. There's so much data to get through that the whole process has just ground to a halt.
That's a tricky problem.
René de Petrichor of the Nazissenkreuz Ordo once foretold the fate of the world. But I don't know how he did it. My guess is that he used the primordial sea's power. However, that won't work for me. His methodology was vastly different from my own. What's worse, they're incompatible. And to top it all off, this is so annoying. If I'd known we'd run into a bottleneck like this... Well, no, the design bureau's a bust as well.
Oh, what do we do then?
You don't get it, do you? I'm trying to calculate the fate of and I need accurate results, not vague prophecies. Where the heck Anyway, time to shelve the
Either way, we've done what we can. Rest well, everyone. Remember to...
Hat guy? Is he hinting that we should talk out?
Let's go somewhere a little more... You know that Dory went back to Sumeru, right?
Yeah, she mentioned she was planning to...
Things aren't looking good for Nodcry. She's gone to spread the word so that Sumeru has a chance to prepare for the worst. From what I know of Dottore, there are 2 possible reasons why he hasn't made a move yet. One is that he's still working through some kinks in his new powers. The other is, he wants to see how we're going to react. He'll easily devour everything eventually. So I guess he's in no... The first false god he made was me. Now it's his turn. Even though my records were erased from Irminsul, Dottore's... He once told me that becoming a god was like turning yourself into a hungry wolf or giant serpent to devour the moon. Clearly, he began studying the moon goddess's powers long before he even tried making a god. He's always wanted to get his greedy hands on divine authority one way or another. And in the end, he devoured the moon where I failed. In the desert of Sumeru, there is a chessboard built by King Deshret, also known as Al-Ahmar. I don't know if it was a real game, or if he was just trying to challenge his servants and citizens in some way. But creating games and setting rules, gods do that as a matter of course. That's the kind of power Dottore craves. Now he has the Trilunar Authority. His power is leagues beyond the common people. I don't think there's any point in other nations rushing to the front line. They're better off focusing on defense and hoping they can fend off any threats that spill out from Nodcry. Either way, Dori will inform Lesser Lord Kusanali, and she will contact the other gods in turn. The Seven will have some recourse available. If nothing else, their protection should keep the rest of the world from descending into chaos as quickly as Nodcry has. So on the bright side, even if Nodcry is doomed, your friends in other nations won't be in any immediate peril.
That's good to know. But I'm not ready to give up on Nodcry yet.
There's a word for people who refuse to let anything go. It's called being greedy.
Maybe it sounds greedy to you, and probably naive too. But whatever you call it, that's what gives me the determination to keep fighting. Battles are fleeting, but the will to fight is a long-term commitment. Give up for even a moment, and your resolve will shatter.
Why do you always feel the need to do the right thing? No one is born to be a savior. I mean, who's gonna criticize you if you fail, or give up?
Don't take this the wrong way, but Dottore said something similar to me. I guess the VIII attracts people who don't believe in saviors.
Not necessarily. It's less about belief for me. I just want to know how determined you really are. After all, I don't owe anything to anyone else here. Only you.
You look kinda worried.
If your arch-nemesis was about to achieve their ultimate goal, I think you might feel a little worried too.
That's true. Dottore is about to become an omniscient, omnipotent deity. That's gotta be a bitter pill to swallow. Still, you're calmer than I expected.
Obviously. I have to admit that my past self was a reckless fool who misunderstood not only the point of revenge, but how to achieve it. And as much as I want my vengeance, I know I'm not gonna get it by acting alone. If the world's taught me anything, it's to think before I act. Too bad it never taught me any other virtues, though. So, I am going to destroy Dottore, no matter what it takes.
So, what's your plan?
I'll get to that. First, tell me, what do you think of Sandrone?
Just like Paimon said, she's a friend, part of the gang.
How much do you trust her? This is a serious question. Think carefully before you answer.
Although she's with the VIII, she has her own values, and she's helped us a lot. If nothing else, she's clearly going the extra mile for Columbina. I see no reason not to trust her.
If you say so. In that case, the three of us need to talk. I have some thoughts about her computing problem. It can be solved, but it will come with a cost.
How much? If I can afford it, I'll cover it.
Sometimes your heroism really backs me into a corner. You know that? Come on, let's go talk to her.
Miss Androne, Traveler.
Hey there.
Paimon's here too! She was just helping them sort through their things.
That was fast. The call...
Well, you said it was urgent, so we...
Albedo, I have some alchemy questions.
I see. If I might ask, what is the end goal for the modified formula you'll be using?
I needed to predict the future of the entire world. But I've run into some teething issues since trying to implement Renee's theory of the 4 Orthants.
I see. I'll have a look at it.
About that, it's been sorted.
Oh, with the Traveler's help?
Actually, you're not wrong. He found the person with the solution.
Was it Hat Guy?
Yeah, it was him.
Wow! Go Hat Guy! Seems like all that...
But where is he? Wasn't he the one who asked...
Come with me.
Hat Guy? What's happened to him?
Hat Guy! No response. I guess he's in hibernation.
Hat Guy mentioned that he was a puppet. It seems that his functions are currently shut down. I presume this has something to do with the solution to your computing problem.
That's right. He and the Traveler came to see me. Wait, what? You have a solution?
Would you calm down?
Excuse me? How would you know? You shouldn't be so quick to judge complete strangers. It's very bad manners.
Oh, please. It doesn't take that long to figure out that you have a temper.
Where does a mere student get that kind of confidence?
I've actually published more papers than you. Not that status counts for much. Even Paimon's applied for academia admission.
Huh? Are you serious?
See? This is why I can't be bothered to explain myself.
Okay, fine. I'll hear you out. So...
This world itself is constantly processing all kinds of information. If it's the world's future you're trying to calculate, you need a processing device that's designed to cope with that volume.
Easier said than done. Only Irminsul can handle that kind of... Wait, is that what you're suggesting? But surely we can't just plug my formula directly into the ley lines.
You should be able to tell that I'm not human, right?
Yeah, I noticed. The technology, though, seems pretty ancient. Very different from Fontaine's. It's a completely different system.
Conrian, to be precise. I'm what they would have called a puppet. Puppets need an energy source and processing power. The artisans who built them sought out the materials most suited for that purpose.
You? Do you mean...
The Traveler and I have talked it over. He's willing to vouch for you. So, I'll allow you to borrow my core for your calculations. It was built using wood from a silver white tree, which makes it a small part of Irminsul.
Conrian technology and Irminsul wood. Who in the world could have built you? Are you sure about this? A puppet without its core will cease functioning completely. And if it's left in that state for too long, it might not recover. You could die if you do this. You do realize that, don't you?
I can put 2 and 2 together, yes. No need to rub it in.
I won't lie to you. This has never been done before. I cannot guarantee your safety.
Doesn't matter. I'm prepared for the worst.
Did you two actually talk this through? Is he... Are we really considering this?
Yes, we discussed it. The bottom line is, he trusts me, and I trust you. Let's give it a shot, shall we?
Honestly, I have no clue where this kid even came from. But for whatever reason, he lent me his core to use in my formula. I'm very close to finishing my calculations now, and the core is currently in use. So I'm sorry, but I can only show you a sketch right now. This is what the core looks like.
A silver-white branch. It certainly matches the legends told about Irminsul.
Is Hat Guy gonna be okay?
He's not gonna die, right? Right?
In theory, he should be fine. As long as we put his core back in time. Beyond that, all I can say is that I'll try my best to avoid risk and make sure the core doesn't sustain any damage.
I think I know why you called us here now. Someone needs to watch over his body and make sure it's protected until the process completes.
Correct. He said that the only ones he trusts here are you two, and the Traveler. And the Traveler will have other work to do.
He will have our undivided...
Aw, hat guy.
On a more positive note, things are progressing steadily on my end. I'll call everyone in for a meeting once the results are out.
The worst case scenario with the core removal is either a system reset or a total loss of function. But I'm not afraid. A core is completely different from a heart. It's like another vital organ entirely. I never believed it could be a true replacement for what I saw, but in the end, it turns out the core was more useful. Do you think there's any difference between a puppet and a human? If not, then this would just be another samsara. I have already experienced both a past life. Part of me wonders whether I'm only capable of making this decision because I've become a real human.
Sandrone will succeed, won't she?
She will. We all have to persevere until this is over.
That's right. And I'll protect you all until a moment of victory arrives.
Who are you? Call me Sonnet. You have the same power as Canon. Sonnet. Oh, goodness. You recognize Columbina. Columbina hyposelenia. Hyposelenia? What a lovely name. Did you choose it yourself? It was a joint friends. You mean your friends in the heavens? Huh? Oh, sorry. You must be exhausted. I apologize. Hang in there. Let me introduce you to my older sisters. Do you mean the other two moon goddesses? Arya and Canon? Wow, you sure know a lot. Hey, does that mean that our story goes on into the future? Oh, I guess that wasn't the best question to ask. It's alright. We were prepared for that possibility. You could say we were too prepared. I can't even remember how long my sisters and I have been here by this point. When did you get here? How long has it been? I can't say for sure, but it feels like it's been forever. I see. Are you feeling alright? You look a little unwell. I can hold out a while longer. We don't have far to go. The place where my sisters and I are based is just up ahead. Don't worry, they're both really nice. I'll introduce you.
Look who I've brought with me. It's our lovely little sister, born in the far future. The pleasure is all mine. Allow me to introduce you to Columbina. This is Arya, the goddess of the eternal moon. And this is Canon, goddess of the frost moon. Canon, don't you think Hyposelenia's power is similar to yours?
Hello, Columbina. I apologize for our startled reaction just now. And please, forgive our little sister if she's been annoying you. She tends to talk a lot.
It's fine.
You seem shy. Don't worry, Columbina Hyposelenia. No one can hurt you here.
Could you tell me where here is? Please. I must know.
My dear sister, this is where Tevat's original ruler, the Dragon King Nibelung, imprisoned the moon goddesses.
What? You're scaring her, Canon. No, I'm fine. Please, continue.
Nibelung, our original master, created us in the distant past to maintain Tevat.
But he left this world and traveled into the dark universe beyond, to explore worlds vaster still.
Day and night, we fulfilled our duty in the heavens, until the day that the first Descender arrived.
The great ruler of the firmament.
The heavenly principles.
Is that what later generations call them? I see. But we did not reject them at first, nor did they seem to harbor ill intent towards this world. We coexisted in peace. They were like a guest in our home.
Slowly, however, we came to realize that our guest had a growing desire to change and dominate the world.
And you didn't stop it?
No. There was an order to the rules they set up that Nibelung never taught us. We wanted to know if this order would bode good or ill for Tevat. All right. Canon and I wanted to know. Sonnet was against it from the outset.
Later, we discovered that this great ruler of the firmament bore an almost paranoid hostility toward the desire of certain life forms to seek power. Or perhaps they feared them. They would even cast down celestial nails as manifestations of their power, to punish the civilizations of the world below.
Only this was far beyond mere punishment.
Right. Their rules brought order, but the price people paid for merely testing the limits of those rules was far too great. I did everything in my power to help the punished escape catastrophe, but still, too many lives were lost.
The ancestors of the Frost Moon Scions were some of the ones you helped.
But just when we had decided to take countermeasures, the Dragon King, Nibelung, returned.
And so began the War of...
So, that's the name.
Well, who won in the end? As far as I know, the Heavenly Principles won, although it came at a great cost. They were... And the world's original master, the Dragon King Nibelung, was destroyed. And what of the moons? Are there still three...
You can tell us the truth, Columbina. We know we are but remnants of a
Only the Frost Moon remains. But it has been cast beyond the false firmament. The eternal and iridescent moons were both shattered during the war. So death finally came for us in the end. But you're still...
A moon goddess cannot live without her moon, Columbina.
She's right. That's why I began to disappear. Because the frost moon is cut off by the—
Our souls may endure within this lunar palace, but if our moons are destroyed,
Then we shall disappear the moment we— I'm sorry.
There's no need to apologize to us, dear sister. If anything, we owe the world an apology. If only we'd decided to act sooner, rather than arguing amongst ourselves.
all the more reason not to spend this time in regret and repentance. Instead, we should focus our efforts on how we might help our future sister.
Sorry?
Don't you see, Columbina, your story is not yet over. Is that not why you are here?
It's done. Initiate numerological array. Continue running primary process. Calculate the world's fate through extrapolation. Secondary process? Scan for moon. Still 4. The number of moon marrows hasn't changed. Wait, let me think. Is it possible that there's something I've been misunderstanding about the moon's variables? Variables in the world. I know where potential variables within the world come from. So what about the moons? Like their life or death, for instance. What if being alive or dead makes no difference to a moon? But that's so strange. Even immortal gods can die. Why would the moon's Wait! I've got it! If alive or dead is considered a variable, we might have had this wrong the whole time. No one ever said that a moon marrow equals a living... Initiate secondary process. Scan again. This time filtering out interfering perimeter. Moon marrow. I don't care if they're natural or... Why? It says 3 moons still exist into that. Even after excluding them, redo the scan. Narrow the results to living moons and real moons. No, scrap that. Narrow it down to why? Why is it still 3? What is this, Columbina? Has the world lied to us? Or are you the one pulling the wool over our eyes?
So, you think that the moon's reflection might be where Nibelung imprisoned the 3 moon sisters?
Yes, it would explain a lot, such as why that space would respond to a moon goddess's power, opening the moon gate at her command. It would also explain why Miss Columbina has been unable to leave, and why time flow—
In the messages she sent, Columbina promised us she'd find a way to return, but we have no—
The fact that she still has yet to reappear in this world indicates that returning from that place is no easy feat.
So you're saying, if she could return by her own power alone, she would have done so long ago?
Yes, she certainly wouldn't leave it to this late stage when it's— I've been giving this some thought, and I've come to believe that Luanatar might be an anchor that she left behind, as a sort of future waypoint. This could also explain why Luanatar is always by the traveler's side.
Sounds like a plausible theory. If that's the case, there must be some criteria we need to— The question is...
Hello? Listen up! This is extremely... Not only is Columbina alive, but she may well exist in a form unimaginable to us. I'm still unclear on the details, but she's done something truly inconceivable in the past.
Truly amazing. Oh.
I'm sure we all feel the same. And I'm sure Columbina is ready to get back here and fight by our side.
I'll keep my calculations going and try to find some way of coordinating with her. But that's not an excuse for everyone.
How can the dead moon still live? And Luanatar...
It's hard to believe that's what will happen in the distant future.
Our authority is linked to the most fundamental rules of Teyvat. I suppose it's no wonder that many would covet that power.
I didn't realize that when you said friends, you meant people who live down into that. That's so lovely. I always wanted to go down there and have some fun.
Have you ever tried leaving this prison?
Of course. Between us, we've tried everything. But no matter where we go, this space will eventually bring us back here.
It's like the center of a whirlpool. Everything ultimately converges here, at the moment when Nibelung imprisoned us.
In that case, have you tried using any of those pathways that connect this space to the real world?
Sorry? What are those?
They're passages through which you can make small-scale changes to reality by using Kuvaki. Or am I the only one who can use those passages? Because part of my soul remains in reality.
Kuvaki. What is that?
You don't know? It's a unique kind of elemental energy found only in Nodcry, the land from which the moons arose.
Oh. Well, it's true that the moons first rose up from the parted vat you say is called Nodcry. But there is no difference in the elemental energy between there and anywhere else.
What?
Could you show us some of this Kuvaki?
Okay.
Isn't that just your power?
What? But it's everywhere in Nodcry. In the air, in the land. Even the creatures who live there have adapted to its influence.
How curious. This Kuvaki certainly did not exist anywhere in the world before we were imprisoned.
Let alone influence living creatures. So, how exactly does it affect them anyway? Can they float in the air like us?
This is so strange. Why would their reality differ so much from mine?
Columbina, you're looking for more than just a way out of here, aren't you?
Yes. If I am to help my friends, I will need trilunar authority on par with that of our foe.
You mean... you'll need our power?
This sounds extremely risky. The Three Moons' powers are not mutually compatible. Concentrating them into one goddess will be a very painful process. And if anything goes wrong, it could tear you to pieces.
I know. But I'm willing to take that risk.
Even so, let's say we successfully transfer our authority to you. How will you take it outside this prison? Nibelung constructed this realm specifically to prevent us from using our powers to interfere in his war. No moon goddess can leave this place alive.
What if I don't leave alive?
Where do we even start? How are we supposed to figure out what we're meant to do to help Columbina?
Columbina? What do you need from us?
If she really got to the beginning of time in there, how do you think she'd leave us a message? You don't think she'd write it down on a stone?
Seems unlikely. Columbina may not talk a lot, but she thinks deeply.
Let's review what we know. This is the Columbina who fought alongside us against... She knows our personalities, our ways of doing things. So, if she wanted to tell us something from a long, long time... Oh. Traveler, you once said that those golden ripples also appeared when What if Columbina left Luanatar here? If she is part of Columbina, and Columbina...
Oh yeah!
Like when you peeked into Rarer's pet.
Nefer, wait. If you're right about this, and you can really see past events through Luonnatar.
Oh, I know. Looking at Rerir's past in Conria was already enough of a strain on... It'll surely blind me. But it's our only chance. This is the...
Boss.
We spoke about this once, a long time ago. Do you remember what I said, Yehoda?
But...
What's wrong? I'd be overjoyed if I were you. This day's come a lot earlier than either of us expected. I need to know you'll honor our agreement.
Yes.
Are you sure you...
What is there to think through? I should have gone blind after our battle with Rerir. Frankly.
Then at least let me take some... And if you really do lose your sight, I'll visit your office.
Oh, please. Anything but that. I was actually ready to go through with this. Are you trying to scare me into...
As if I could ever scare you. I'll assume you're just joking to calm your nerves.
All right. Enough...
All done.
Good. Now give me some Come on then, little one. Show me what happened in the past.
Between the Trilunar Authority, Kuvaki, I think I might know how to get back. But time to go talk it up.
I hope it's not too dangerous. You really scared me when you said that. Come on, let's go find the other two.
It seems you have reached a decision. I'm all ears. What?
Have you figured it out, Columbina? Tell us. How do you plan to leave this place?
I intend to die here, in this moment. And then...
What are you saying? How will you inform these future friends of your plans? You can't exactly leave oracles. Nothing can escape this place. Not a single ray of moonlight. And even if you found a way, what if they never find the message you left for them?
No, that won't happen.
Come again?
They will find my message. I'm sure of it.
I'm not following. How exactly will you achieve this?
It's quite simple, really. First, I will leave my soul here.
I see it.
Your soul? You mean your divinity?
Yes. I once left a portion of my soul in the future. One so small that this prison barely noticed anything. In this very moment, she can resonate with my soul across time. When the time comes, I believe that she can serve as an anchor to pull my soul from here back to the future reality.
Just as gravity connects the world to the moon.
Exactly. In the future, where I came from, the moon has been cast beyond the false sky in a similar way. I can feel a connection to the soul fragment I left behind even now.
My friends can use it to detect, but how do you just leave your soul here? Is that even possible?
On my way here, I met an ordinary mortal who entered this place long before. Her body is long gone, but her soul remains. And before that, I encountered an old enemy whose entire soul survives here intact, while the power that once corrupted his body has faded away.
So, perhaps this space is specifically designed to imprison divinity and authority, but not the physical body.
Still, even if your body can escape, would it not just be a lifeless husk without the soul inside? Wait, is that what you meant when you said you wouldn't leave alive?
Yes. I shall turn my body into moonlight and pour it over Nodcry. That power shall protect the land and quietly blend into it, awaiting my soul's return in the future. However, I cannot do this on my strength alone. I would need your help to do this, so I'm humbly asking for your assistance.
Oh, dear sister, you need not be so formal. As I said before, we are but remnants of a... You, on the other hand, were born alone in that distant future, and you have walked a long and lonesome road since then. How could I bear to let your story end here in this dungeon? Don't forget, we are your sisters, your family.
Arya's right. Actually, I've always wanted a little sister. Can you imagine how it's been for me? Getting nagged by 2 older sisters all the time. Now, I finally get to be the big sis. And not just that, but I get to help you return to...
Sonnet.
Canon?
I'm sorry. I know this is a bold request.
Oh, no, please, don't misunderstand me, Columbina. I was just thinking back on the years that the 3 of us once spent together. You cannot imagine how happy I am to hear of the future world you describe. The Frost Moon for the 3 of us, whose purpose in life was to maintain the peace in Tevat. It is a great relief to know that the people of this world live in such an abundant future. If your plan can save them, and save Nodcry, I will gladly give you all that I can. Besides, the 3 of us have been together since the day we were born. I could never abandon them to live on alone without them.
Canon.
Still, I do have one question I would like to ask you before...
Certainly.
Why do you cover your eyes?
Yeah, I was curious about that too. But it seemed personal, so I didn't want to intrude.
There was a time when I refused to... I wished to hide my feelings. Seal my heart. Until I
see. Perhaps that decision saved you from ever having to see the false sky again. But at the same time, you likely missed out on many true... Promise me this, Columbina. When you return to the future, I'm sure that you know this already, given that you long to return, but that is your true... Give me your hand, Columbina. Arya, Sonnet.
Okay.
All right.
We once were the song sung for eternity, but now it is you who must continue to sing.
We once were the tides in the great river of time, but now we subside, and you arise.
We were the messengers of madness and inspiration. But now, the lies have faded, and your truth must endure.
We are souls awaiting the sun. You must return to be with those who smile when they see your face.
Is it done?
Yes. We have transferred the authority over all 3 moons to Columbina Hyposelenia. From this moment on, she is the Tri-Lune Goddess, the one and only moon goddess of this world.
Thank you. Thank you, my sisters.
Now go, and do what you believe is right, Columbina Hypos.
Be aware that we cannot grant you the power of the 3 moons beyond these prison walls. The conflict that arose over their remains following our disappearance will still...
I understand.
Sisters! Oh, my body. It feels...
Now that we have given up our power and authority, our bodies are merely mortal shells. This prison is dissolving them.
It's okay, Sonnet. The end must come for every god, just as it does for every human.
We have one final request, Colum. Could you use the 3 moons' power to send us back into the real world? Now that we have lost our powers, I doubt this space will seek to hold us for... It's just... we would like to spend our final moments together in the only...
Of course. Sonnet, don't... I wish I could tell her not to give in to the abyss, not to be afraid. But is this really what I should say at this moment? Don't forget, I'm so glad to have a big sister like you.
No, Hypo... Thank you. I'm okay. I'm not afraid.
It looks like this is goodbye, sisters.
Goodbye, Columbina.
Take care of this world in our stead.
I will. And now, it's time for me to bid farewell. May it become the moonlight that keeps Nodcry company through the... So this is why Nodcry was not always home to Kuvaki. It only appeared after I poured my body out upon this land, and only this land. Kuvaki responds to me because it is me, my body. And the golden energy I've encountered on my way here was, in fact, that very soul. O power Trilune, eternal moonlight. I, Columbina Hyposelenia, lay aside my body. Let it be cast into the dark night to illuminate the future. May it be a companion to all who dwell beneath the moon. Until the time comes for me to return home.
even allowed to see that? Can you still see?
I see 2 fingers, and a look of sheer terror on your face.
Truly astounding, Miss Nefer. Your eyes have glimpsed the or is the credit for this miracle due to Miss Lauma? It seems that...
Surely you jest, Mr. Flins. I suspect we have Columbina to thank. She must have realized the immense toll that the ritual would take and purposely set aside some of her power in the past to protect Nefer's eyes when this moment arrived. There is always a great price to pay for witnessing the truth, but it seems that this time, Columbina has shouldered that burden on our behalf.
She chose the perfect method of getting a message to us. Though her eyes were always shut, she was clearly so perceptive. She knows us well. She knew exactly how we would think and what we would try. Despite being separated by time and space, we're seeing the same possibilities and seizing the same opportunities.
We still don't even know if she's okay right now. But as long as there's a chance we can do something, we'll fight to make it happen.
We'll get you back somehow, Columbina.
Well, based on the information we now have, let's figure out our next moves.
Thanks to these gentlemen, we have a much clearer picture of the situation with Dottore. The civilian population has been moved to safety, so we no longer need to hold back.
Miss Androne, how are the calculations going?
So far, so good. I'll keep seeing how far I can push the system, though. Can't have Hatman being powered down for nothing.
There's still a long road ahead. Where should we begin?
Our plan is clear. Time is short, so let's get moving.
There's just never enough time, is there? Time is the bane of my existence. Ugh.
All right, we'll do our part too.
Yeah.
Albedo's theory says that elemental energy can dilute the light realm's power, but I'm no expert in building elemental defenses. Sounds like something out of the advanced elemental theory section of the library. Whew.
You seem quite troubled.
Well, yeah. I mean, who doesn't get a little flustered when they're completely out of their depth?
You were the very picture of confidence back when you approached the Hexen Circle.
Yeah, I could have been faking it through that whole meeting for all you know. Who's to say I'm not just a ball of nerves in a charming and gregarious package?
Oh gosh, really? I'm so sorry, I had no idea. Well, you're all the braver for it.
Still, I was much more in my comfort zone than I am here. At least in Mondstadt, you can cry for help from a cliff top and actually stand a chance of summoning Barbados himself. Things have never looked bleaker than they do now. If we don't pull this off, Tevet's doomed, isn't it?
Oh, you think so? Actually, yes. Don't put too much pressure on yourself. Tevet has faced annihilation many times in the past.
Hey, don't give me that. It's not like I'm anyone special.
I disagree. Every human born in this world is special.
In that case, this humble human being has a big favor to ask of you.
I thought you might say that.
I'm sure Alice, in her great wisdom, sent you here precisely to help us in this difficult time, yes?
Well, that has less to do with her wisdom, and more...
Of course. Well, the thing is, these elemental defenses we're about to build, Durin's findings from his patrols make it clear that Dottore is constantly expanding his territory. First it was his lab, then the design bureau, and now it's not realistic to completely stop him encroaching on the rest of Nagcry. Rather, our goal should be to stall him for as long as possible. If Miss Sandroni's calculations are correct, well, they're the closest thing to certainty we have in this situation, so let's assume they are. Anyway, her calculations suggest that our best hope for victory lies in Miss Columbina's return. It's up to us to slow Dottore's advance and buy time for her.
Are you asking me to help you with building the...
No. I'd like you to prepare for when he eventually reaches us, we will have to fight him. You were an angel once and a mage now. I'm asking you to lend us your protection.
Oh. Can I take it that you're triggering the terms you fought for during our three-way talks?
Well, technically those terms were about protecting Mondstadt. But if you're happy to agree to the change in location, then yeah.
You're cashing in on this much sooner than I'd imagined.
Well, yeah. The way things are going, I might not...
Very well. The mages have heard the Knight's plea. To tell the truth, Alice and I had already discussed how we might help you all, so I didn't come empty-handed. I always like to be prepared.
This is... wow. Yeah. This is great. Seriously, thank you.
It's been many long years since I had a chance to dazzle humanity with a little divine intervention. Anyway, Knight of Boreas, please accept this gift in recognition of your great virtue. Go now. May the angel's blessing deliver you safely to your destination.
You're here. Sandroni! Glad you asked. You two are about to become the first people to lay eyes upon my masterpiece. Or should that be the first person and the first... Hey! Whatever. Come, feast your eyes on this.
Wow!
This meter displays the progress of my formula. Currently, it's still making the most important connect. Once it's finished running, I'll deliver it right to your side. And then...
What do you mean, deliver it? Can't you just tell us over the Dodo communication device?
You're such a greenhorn. This isn't the kind of formula you solve in math class. It's a highly complex algorithm capable of constructing a framework of... Whatever. We'll be here all day if I start trying to explain it. All you need to know is the formula must be completed. I'll share the data with you. Nicole's agreed to let me use her information channel. So we just need to use the Dodo communication there. Now you...
Wow! Look at that! You're amazing, Sandrone.
About time you recognized my genius. Anyway, that's all from me. You should check on the others if you have time. Make sure we don't have any weak links in the chain. That might sound harsh to you, but close supervision is a common practice in the Fatui. I'm kinda stuck here while the formula's running, so I need you to be my second pair of eyes in the meantime.
Thankfully, Miss Nicole has come to our aid. Nasha Town is now looking very well defended.
Golden Flame. Yes, that's Nicole's power, all right. Based on the latest message from Grandmaster Varka, the situation should be more stable with her assistance.
Albedo! Durin!
Hello there, you two.
Are you well rested?
That's good to hear. As per the plan, Albedo, as Dottore's energy field expands, it's creeping ever closer in that direction.
We fought side by side many times before, and always with great success. I believe this time will be no different.
Traveler, Paimon, a pleasure.
Flans! How's it...
Fairly well, if I do say.
Ooh.
To be honest, I am not usually fond of exercising my full strength. For one thing, it's hard. I am conserving my strength until the moment of battle is upon us.
Seeing you get into the zone like this really puts Paimon at ease.
I consider it an honor to have your trust. Rest well. I look forward to seeing you both.
Yes, Miss Moonchanter?
You always address me in the strangest ways. Lady Moonchanter 1 minute, Miss...
Yes, and? Or...
Not as such. It's just that I simply call you Nefer nowadays.
Uh-huh. That's my name.
The point is I don't add any honor...
Meaning what?
That... maybe we're...
Is that how you see it?
Nefer! Wilma!
Paimon!
Just swinging by to check in on you. How are things going? Did you manage to get some rest?
Don't worry about me.
And I give my all to it. Ah, yes. Allow me... Hold on. You're both in good shape.
You're welcome. You'll have your work cut out for you in this battle against Dottore, so make sure to get some rest.
Paimon will keep an eye on...
I'm glad to hear it. Take...
Sure thing!
Here they come. That's quite a horde.
As we expected.
Get ready, everyone. Take your positions and prepare to...
Let's begin.
I'm at the ready.
What a waste of time!
Change of plan.
Go! Wipe out!
The long sleep beckons. Observe.
Another one.
Close your eyes.
You're to dust.
It's your turn. Forest land for the everlasting forest. These creatures cannot stand against us.
Oh, fighting talk. Just don't let your guard down.
That goes with...
Live! Decay!
Feel this ancient power.
Coming to be! That was easier than I thought.
Naturally.
What do you mean? Is it because as bombs away!
By the frost moon of old. Can't hide the truth.
People have always used fire to drive away wild beasts.
Wouldn't a lantern work just as well?
You read my mind, my dear friend. I was just about to say that.
All right then, dear friend. Bring the light!
No more lies. Lush as the moonlight. With one heart, we...
Go!
Be silent. Close your eyes. The dark!
It all, Ed.
You're looking well. I trust you've had a good couple of days.
Dottore.
It's actually a good thing, in my view. If the subjects of my experiment were to die prematurely, it would throw quite a wrench in... And so, we are no longer on the same level. but you are nonetheless worthy of my respect. A creator god, and in any case, it is... The experiment begins. With the marrow of the 3 moons in my hand, behold the false moons fall!
Wipe out!
Can't hide the truth. The mystery unravels.
Receive my blessing.
Did you honestly think that would hit me? That's more like reverse.
Let's see what they're made of.
Beware the creatures of the night. Observe. Night
Frost.
Close your eyes.
Me!
Yeah!
Seek within.
Excellent! You barely managed to touch my level.
No more love.
Well done.
It all adds up.
First, like an ant in my palm.
Steady now. Oh. I've been moved inside another space. And it's sealed off. Looking at the structure of it, it seems like the Torii intends to trap us here. There's no exit. Our endurance is about to be put to the test.
Did you honestly think that would hit me?
Can't hide the truth.
Receive my blessing.
It all adds up. No more lies. The mystery unravels. It all falls into place.
Water jet! Yeah!
Be shackled.
By the frost moon of old.
Good. Keep it up. Pathetic.
It all adds up. It all falls into place.
That's more like it. Some results of... Did you honestly think that would hit me?
Water jet! Bombs away!
No more lies.
Lush as the moon.
Tell me, where will you try scurrying off to next?
Looks like Dottore has opted for a divide and conquer strategy. But we will not allow him to triumph. Now, I shall pray for our victory.
Entropy bends to me.
Water jet!
Can't hide the truth.
Did you honestly think that would hit me? Found you.
Water jet!
It all adds up.
Good. Keep it up. I'm still collecting damage. How dumb. against me.
What a joke.
What's this supposed to be? A knockoff version of the space Columbina got trapped in? There really is no way out. We'll see about that, Dottore.
My apologies. I had not intended to take your teammates. But you have a choice now. Obey, and I can release them. An excellent deal, if you ask me. Won't you consider it? I'm aware you've been working on some little tricks to surprise me with. My guess would be that you're trying to bring Columbina back. But then, well, I always found their friendship to be a curious phenomenon. Two highly incongruent personalities. Speaking of Columbina, I once saw her as like a younger sister. We got along quite amicably while she was with the but then one day she suddenly decided she would refuse to take part in any further experiments. It's such a pity. I could have had a sister, a family.
You're not fit to be family to her.
That I can't deny. So many people, all obsessed with playing out the same tired And then there's you. You had every opportunity to reach the right conclusion. But I maintain that I approached you in good faith, so I will offer you another chance. Will you work with me? You have until I count to 10. 1, 2, 3.
Not in a million years.
Oh. What a pleasant surprise. I didn't think you'd join us all the way up here.
You're as sick and twisted as ever. Don't fool yourself into thinking anyone's grateful.
Sandrone? But the formula hasn't finished running yet.
Funnily enough, I was just discussing a collaboration opportunity with the Traveler. And then I see you, who I must say...
Gone to waste?
I said that everyone would get one chance. And you've used yours to march right back into...
And what makes you think...
I was planning on disposing of your little formula after wrapping up more urgent business here. Since you've taken the trouble of... Is this your life's work? This piece of trash? Your formula runs too slowly, Sandrone. You put your hope for success on others instead of fighting dirty. That is why you have failed. Now, whom should I slay first? Any volunteers? No one? How nice of you to leave the decision to me. Oh, how unexpected. Sandrone, any last words for me, comrade?
Is there anything you wish for?
Not really. But I've always known what I don't want. Go to hell, Dottore.
No!
And now, you have failed.
Sandrone!
Now you see how fragile mechanical contraptions are. Just a gentle tap, and they fall to pieces. However keen of an inventor Sandrone may have been, her death spells the end of the formula that was running. Of course, I have to commend her for making it this far. As her colleague, I have to admire her stubborn. Now, it is time for you to take your My count was interrupted, but the second chance I extended to you still stands. Once again, by now, I'm sure you have gained a greater appreciation for the power and authority. Not in the mood to talk? As you wish. You seem less talkative than usual today. I'll change the topic to something more apropos. Sandrone was always like this, never trusting anyone, always so reluctant. Objectively speaking, she had her strengths. It is remarkable how she extracted and even optimized the world formula from so much data, but her inability to trust was her undoing. Had she allowed someone else to monitor or run the formula for her, but regrettably, she was a stubborn fool.
Dottore, maybe this is news to you, but people can change. Columbina surprised you when she escaped. You can twist the truth however you want, but I see it clear as day.
Is that how you see me? By this point, what can you hope to do about it? It is pointless to fight on. You've already lost.
Wrong. You can't win this, Dottore.
What?
My formula can get us 90% of the way. It will connect you to Columbina. Then, I will bring the formula's output to the Traveler's side. For the last 10%, do whatever it takes. Just bring the moon down.
The moon will never be yours!
I turn my body into moonlight and pour it over Nodcry. My soul I leave here to inform my future friends. Lastly, I will hide the Trilune Authority within the Frost Moon. And when my body, soul, and authority are reunited, finally,
too long. I'm back. Stay focused on the battle, Traveler.
What a touching reunion. Though I personally find myself repulsed by the sight of weaklings huddled together for war. Now, quite finished patting yourselves on the back. Show me how long you can struggle before you drown.
Watch out, Columbina! Manipulate space itself!
I know. Wait for the right moment. We'll strike together.
Water jet! Bombs away!
Moon's remnants falls. Excellent. You barely managed to touch my level. Pathetic. Enough! Burst like an ant in my palm.
I grant you the new moon's blessing. The new moon shines upon you.
I am growing weary of your stubborn...
It's over, Vittore! Time to pay for your...
No longer must the world cower in the cold night.
Close to the new world.
Future is not yours to command.
But the moonlight dispels the darkness. Everlasting as the moon.
I was so close to the new world. Only I could have shaped the new world. Only I. Willfully blind. How can you be so satisfied with your fate?
This battle was never about fate. It's about friends, family, and the home you stole from them.
So dull. Only the weak rely on each other for comfort. You shall see. Once I transcend fate, you will be nothing but fodder for my grand experiment!
That will never happen. No, this world is our home.
No, you're doing it wrong. The moon looks like this now.
What are you trying?
The new moon, Mom. It looks different than before, doesn't it? Also, can I go buy a sugar sculpture today?
All right. I suppose today is a special day after all. Almost.
Extra, extra! Get the latest Nasha post-disaster report. Nasha Town The voyage begins today. The future looks bright thanks to the League. Want a copy?
I knew things would be different.
They say a new moon goddess has been
A new moon goddess?
I guess so. I'm not too clued up on the details. Hey, since we've come all this way...
Are you a convert now?
Oh, come on. What does it matter? After everything we've all just been through? That's...
Come on! We gotta get there early!
Shh, keep it down.
Why is it so noisy? It's okay. Paimon was pretty much awake. What about you? Did you rest still winding down from everything that's happened? Or are you wondering how our friends are doing? Or is it... Okay, if you say so. What we just went through was... a lot. It's totally normal if you need some time to get back. Luanatar disappeared after Columbina came back. Apparently, she was part of Columbina still. Anyway, you did great. So did Paimon. We all worked our butts off to contain this, so... Chin up, Traveler. You should be proud of... Hey! Don't poke fun. You should be glad that Paimon's growing as a person. Paimon didn't think you'd mention it. You have no idea how anxious Paimon was. She was worried sick about you. Well, if you really want to show Paimon you're sorry, you're gonna... Okay.
Huh? Hey there, Traveler and Paimon. Good morning.
Morning, Yehuda. Here for the...
Oh, I've already eaten. Just need some water. I was mostly worried you might forget what... Careful there, Paimon. Too much food will make you drowsy.
Yeah, she'd probably be saying that to Aino. She's the baby of the group.
True. You know, I'm surprised...
Well, nothing like a region-wide calamity to bring people together.
Try telling Boss Neff that. She's not exactly convinced...
Really? But if she's so pessimistic...
Probably 'cause... Even I think things will work out, though.
Paimon's with you on that one.
All right. Life slowly... were you about...
Yeah. We're working...
Sounds good.
Please accept today's boon. Have a nice day.
Are Paimon's eyes deceiving her, or...
Hello there. Would you like a feast of the moon, along with some snacks?
So, what's new, Anefa? And Aino, too?
What are you talking about, Paimon?
In the wake of the disaster, it's all hands on deck. We responded to Lama's request for... At times like these, the smallest good deed can inspire others and help them.
And we're using eggs and heating tubes to make that Enough! Did you hear that?
That's because it's true, I know. Proposal. If you can resist...
No way!
Well, that proposal got...
I need something to get me through the hard times too, you know. Mom!
Yes, dear.
Ahem. Excuse me.
could I? She helped us get safely out of Notcry, and she helped us get back home too.
Of course she is. And since...
But you stole my snacks, though.
Oops.
Shall we move to the open space near the center?
Thank you!
Aren't you the better pick for this job?
You underestimate yourself.
Not at all. I rarely come by Nasha Town. I don't know any of the big
All in good time. Socializing is a step-by-step journey.
But you're much further ahead on that road, aren't you?
You're not seeing the full picture. You know the truth. There is no question about it. The Lightkeepers need a representative in the League.
You say it like you wouldn't make the cut.
I am most flattered. Sigh a little. That is precisely why Starshina Nik...
I'm sure we all also agree that we would... Whatever. I'll take the job.
Oh, it's quite the who's who of Notcry. There's the Moon Chanter of the Frostmoon Scions. I'm sure you will find speaking with them to...
If you say so. I've never done this work before, so... But I'll do it. Not only is it
an admirable attitude to take. We have the...
Yeah.
Quite a few familiar...
You seem well rested.
I know no one's asked, but I'm sure you all want to know, so let me just say, well, great, but not perfect. Starting to lose my mind from boredom. Can't drink a drop of alcohol while...
I'm sure you had a sneaky swig or two.
Wait, how'd you find out?
I'm sure you must be missing Mondstadt.
Yeah, you could say that again. Every time I get new... Honestly, once things are wrapped...
Hey, looks like someone's taking the stage.
Can everyone see okay? Anyone need a boost?
I'll just listen from the back. It's fine.
You're taking this pretty serious?
Well, it's not every day that I get the chance to see how people speak and...
Soak it up like a sponge. I'll make sure you get a chance to practice for yourself later down the line.
Mr. Varka, are you forgetting that I'm not a Knight of Favonius?
I can knight you. Any particular...
Is he joking? I really...
You'll have to figure this one out for yourself.
It is my honor to host the opening ceremony for the League, and to have this opportunity to speak to you all in my capacity.
Could this person also have been pushed onto the big stage by the real big shot?
We come here today, having weathered the trials and hardships...
All right, here we go. Uh-oh, looks like Aino's off in Dreamland already. Wait.
Come on, get the speech.
Notcry is our home, the land we rely on for survival. And as we chart a course for the future, may we persevere through the storms ahead as...
Looks like we'll have more opportunities.
I'm sure you'll cope, Lady Moonchanter, given how fleet. Unfortunately, I suspect I'll be too busy at the Curatorium to act as your host. We have a busy schedule.
That'll be all right. I'll just check your schedule with Yehuda well in advance. And if she's not available...
You... So giving my employees extra workload isn't...
I thought you'd approve. Aren't you...
That's a bold statement. Are all the Frostmoon Scions feeling...
Columbina's return has brought joy to all who care about her. As for the Frostmoon Scions, we are learning how to thrive. It is up to us to make our home a more livable place. Joining the League is one of the steps we...
I like the word try. It's nice and non-committal. You can opt out at any time.
You don't see a bright future?
I'm just not as optimistic as you. The Frostmoon Scions should count themselves lucky that they have a leader as stubborn and enterprising. But Notcry's a big place, with all kinds of people. Most of them don't enjoy answering to a leader, or even listening to reason.
Well, that's where you and... Unless the Curatorium of Secrets.
For now, yes. And that won't change until this venture becomes worth my while.
What would make it worth your
getting out more than I put in?
Then maybe it's worth a try.
All right, you can stop now. Or do I have to join the Frostmoon Scions before you'll get off my back?
Hey, you two! Congrats!
Nefer was trying to dissuade me from adding to her employee.
Sorry, what?
Your conversations are always the most. Would you two care to join me for some tea before heading to your next destination?
Nicole? Wait, where are you?
Sadly not. I'm otherwise occupied right now. I'm sorry, Paimon. If it's any consolation, let me say that how things appear on the surface is perhaps you'll feel better if you focus on the fact you have a special line of communication with the great mage herself.
Okay? Has something happened?
No, or not yet.
Well, that's not ominous at all.
Not for the time being. Just think of this as a general check-in to make sure this communication system is still...
You could have just said something still. The best friendships are built. It's never gonna stop being weird having tea with you when you're not there.
All right, fair point. I'll bear...
Yeah.
Alice just informed me that they had their work cut out for them. And now everyone's thoroughly exhausted. But they did finally get things back under control. Still, we can't let our guard down yet. The disruption caused by this disaster has made Teyvat easier to detect from the outside universe. She plans to wait for things to stabilize, then reschedule her Mondstadt vacation plans. As for me, I agree with Hat Guy's perspective. This is a time when many new variables are emerging. We have to remain vigilant and ensure that the embers of chaos are not rekindled. I did notice that the energy in Nodcry changed somewhat after the War of Funerary Flame, but since it was still alive, it looks like I'll have to examine the connections between phenomena I observe, just doing my duty. Of course, to give you the full picture. Never mind. Paimon. By the way, they're quite similar to the protective talisman that Alice gave Dor.
Oh!
Indeed. We went to great lengths. I'm so happy they came in handy. Anyway, I'll contact you if anything... Oh, my angelic instinct. You should head to the docks next.
Looks perfect.
You're here.
You're here too, Hat Guy. Are you heading?
No. I'm bound for Sumeru, and she for Fontaine. We just happened across... Everything seems fine. Sandrone may have an abominable temper, but she's always been very responsible with important calculations.
You always speak as if you know us inside out, Mr. Hat Guy.
Maybe I'm just a good judge of character.
I certainly hope that's all there is to it. Regardless, you have been a significant help in this matter.
I didn't do anything. Sandrone's the one who completed a seemingly impossible formula and turned the tide of the entire battle.
Even we were unaware that Sandrone had hidden the real formula inside Polonia's body. She managed to fool Dottore into thinking the formula was running in her system. By installing...
She probably realized that she didn't have the strength to stop Dottore. But this way, she could at least get him to lower his guard. She always worked like that. Always had a backup plan.
Well, that's why I'm traveling to Fontaine. She made a request of me long ago, and the time has come to fulfill. She said that should she ever fail in a mission, she'd like me to deliver her core and Polonia's to the Fontaine research. She also mentioned that she had made arrangements for some of her personal effects, such as her notes, were left to me. I've decided to take them back to the House of the Hearth. However, there is one book among them that I'd like to leave in your care. I'll have someone deliver it to your residence at the No. I was specifically warned not to tell her. This is her last wish, and I will abide by it. I can only hope so, but none of us here can know. I bade farewell to Columbina earlier today. As promised, she turned the iridescent moon's marrow over to me. She spent a long time with Sandrone's body, saying her... Sandrone's passing has left a great wound in all of our hearts. It will take time to heal, but Columbina surprised me. She offered me some words of comfort before I departed. Despite being grief-stricken herself, she showed an awareness of the feelings of others around her. She never used to act like this. Clearly, she has grown. And I suspect that we have you to thank for much of the change. After these recent events, the Tsaritsa has revoked the Pale Star Edict. Snezhnaya now realizes that the arrest warrant for Columbina was just a ploy by Dottore, who coveted her. I shall return to Nodcry to see her as soon as I find the time. I hope Columbina Hyposelenia's journey is my ship. Traveler. Paimon?
What are you still bumming around for? I thought today was the day you'd agreed with her to go find out the truth. You're afraid you won't like the truth? Well...
Don't say that! Wouldn't you be if...
Fair point. But I'd say I have more experience facing up to unpleasant truths. They say blood's thicker than water. I know how much you need your family back. No matter what the truth turns out to be, they will stick by you and support you. Finding the truth is important. But more important still is what you choose to do once you've found it. At least, that's the life lesson I've learned from my experience. What? Now that Dottore's dead and gone? A little. Maybe I regret not getting to end his life with my own hands. Or maybe it's something else. Either way, I'm going back to Sumeru. Lesser Lord Kusanali, you should continue with your journey, as you've always...
So, what should we do now? If you want it, after all, when Columbina said she knew where your ship was hidden, Paimon promised to give you... It hasn't been all that long since we were last apart, sure. Ain't no biggie. Paimon might be all... Paimon's sure you'd prefer to digest the news about your sister in... But, no matter what you see, just know you can shoot... If you can't make sense of something, let's give it some thought together. And even if we both can't... Glad? Feel better now? Alrighty. Next.
Add asterisk. Add asterisk.
Thank you for completing.
can't quite believe we're meeting out here. We're getting used to what...
Well, it's just... Now that it's all over, I've decided to make some changes. The older generation are still timid around me. They don't dare get too close, and they bow their heads when I walk by. But things are much better with the children. Hopefully, by the time the next moon prayer night comes around, I can enjoy the festival with them as myself.
You'll do fine, Columbina. Paimon's sure they'll realize you're super...
You really think so? When we
were just starting out then, come on!
I'm only teasing. I know that I have you to thank for pulling me back down to solid ground. It feels good to finally stand firm on the earth where I was born.
Oh, that's great!
Thank you. I'll make sure not to lose it this time. Well then, are you ready?
Lumine, what happened? It's time to learn the truth.
Good. Then let me open the way for you.
Where does this lead?
To our shared destination.
Huh?
Do you remember me telling you about my missing prologue back when we just met? But while I was inside the moon's reflection, I realized that my prologue was really hidden in the future. The story of the time before I was born was in fact the story of my distant future. It's truly fascinating. But when I obtained the Trilunar Authority and returned to our present reality, I sensed something I hadn't expected. Your probe.
So you mean...
Yes. Your spaceship. All this time, it has been hidden on the Frost Moon, the great ruler of the firmament.
Wait, them? Why would they do that?
I don't know. Perhaps your ship contains something that is incompatible. Oh, did I pick a bad time to say this? Maybe I should have waited until you were on the moon. With no chance.
That would have been kind of mean.
Take me there.
Oh?
Whatever is hiding in that ship. It belongs to me and Lumine. No one else has the right to decide whether I should or shouldn't know about it. Not even the heavenly principles.
Very well. Then let's go.
You two take care, alright? And don't forget to come back soon!
Rest assured, Paimon. We will. Traveler, after you. Thinking about the story that we'll find...
Yes.
Stories like that don't...
You don't believe in...
I don't believe in it.
Where am I?
This is the pathway I built between Teyvat and the Frost Moon. The moon is very far away from us, so it could be a long journey. After I obtained the Trilunar Authority, I unwittingly saw past events from many of my friends' lives. One was Lauma. She was so young when they chose her to be the Moon Chanter. From then on, the Frost Moon Scions looked to her to bring messages from their goddess. But, for better or worse, I had left Hisi Island before she was ever born. It was not until much, much later that she met me.
I think it's for the best. Because of the way things turned out, you had the opportunity to become friends.
You're right. In that sense, I think we were both very lucky. Oh, and about that mage, Nicole. I only recently learned that she has lived in Teyvat since the time of the Three Moon Sisters. The Moon Goddesses always had a good relationship with the angels. I suppose our friendship continues that tradition. And then, there's Sandrone. I never knew that much about her, beyond the fact that she was created by someone called the Lord Artificer. She, too, suffered for a long time before joining the VIII. How I wish I could talk to her again, even if only to hear her say nasty things to me. Also, I saw your sibling's story. I'm afraid I didn't see much. It seems that she rarely came to the surface, where the moonlight shines. But I did notice that back when you first set out on your journey, she would often appear nearby, gazing at you from afar with a guilty look in her eyes.
Lumine.
Let us speak no more of the past. I probably shouldn't reveal so much about my friends. It's not my place. Let the moonlight carry us forth. We are very close now. After this, I'd like to bring some Kuhenki to the moon as well. If they're willing, of course.
What about your other friends? Will you bring them to visit too?
Certainly. But I'll need to tidy the place up first. This home hasn't received any guests in a long, long time. I remember writing something similar with you on Moon Prayer Night. I believe it was called...
Dodoko's whirligig.
Yes, that was it. You asked me if I was afraid to return to the moon, and I said that I was. The idea that I had gained something precious, only to lose it so quickly. That frightened me. But I'm not afraid anymore. Besides, this time, we're traveling together. We're here. Over there.
Our spaceship.
It's huge. I suppose that the moon is the only place one could hide it. It'll be alright.
Huh?
The way you feel in this moment. I went through it too. Solitude for me once meant living a life in which even I was absent. But that night, solitude meant throwing away the life I had gained after—
Columbina.
Go. Retrieve the part of your life that was once lost. Trust me, you will lose nothing by doing so. Look, Tevat is right there. All of our friends are down there, waiting for us.
You're right. Thanks, Columbina.
Finished?
Yeah. Why did you take your eye mask off?
Well, since my return. Besides, I've always wondered how to—
And what do you think?
It's beautiful. I could spend a whole day— What about you? What do you think of the truth you found? I haven't looked at another person's expression in a long time, but I think yours is saying it was neither good nor bad.
Keep this up, and it won't be long before you give Nephra a run for her money.
Oh, I don't think that's going to happen. I'm much more used to sensing what's going on around me with
I read the spaceship's flight logs. I always assumed that this was my first time in Tevat. I thought that Lumine and I— But the logs show that our spaceship flew over the skies of Tevat once—
Flew over? So you didn't land?
No. The ship barely came to a stop before flying on again. After that, it continued traveling through space for a long time. Some of the data is corrupted, but I suspect that it kept flying. It was only after that that the ship made a forced landing in Nodcry. When Lumine found me, she came from outside the ship. Could this mean that she left the ship long before I did? Maybe even during our first pass over Tevat.
Are you alright?
Yes, I can feel that the truth is coming together, one small piece at a time. I remember Lumine telling me that when she first arrived in Conria, so this might be something that even she doesn't know.
Here, I made some space for you.
Oh, wait.
What is it?
Wait here a moment. Hey, Columbine.
Is that—
An old one, technically. It's been in a cabinet inside. It's a matching pair with Lumine's. She always liked this set more.
Huh. I don't think there's a huge
Really?
Yes. It's still the same you. You're the same—
Only—
Traveler.
Home is— Yes.
Would you change your answer?
I don't know. The truth is not what matters most.
When I was first born, I longed for a home. And when you get something before you're mature enough to understand the world, you just take it at face value. I thought that a home was a transaction. But you and your friends taught me what a true home should look like.
That's because your friendship matters to us. It was worth it.
But after journeying to the distant past where the story began, now, I am glad.
I'm sure your friends are.
In fact, I intend to make the same choice today as I did back then.
What do you mean?
Well, I've given the Eternal Moon's Marrow to Lauma, and the Iridescent Moon's Marrow to Arlecchino. And now, I shall return my Kuvagi to Nodcry again, that it may
Wait! But what about your body?
I won't. Not this time. The Frost Moon has now entered the fall sky. I am only returning to Nodcry the part of... Oh, and I have something for you, too.
For me?
Yes. Come closer.
What was that?
I lifted some of the restrictions this world placed on you. I trust this will help in your future adventure.
My power. It feels like it's grown.
You're welcome. Here. This flower.
Isn't this a moon prayer blossom?
Yes. Don't worry. You will never see these. I'm finally discovering the joy of giving.
Hey, better late than... What are you thinking about now?
Why don't you take a guess? You get... one shot.
I don't think I'll get it in one guess. But I'm sure it's a happy thought.
That's kind of a sneaky answer. I can't say you got it wrong. Down into that, but on the moon. After the haze that once enshrouded the sky, I don't have a lot of luggage. Next, to start with, I want to stay here just a little. After that, let's return home.
These clothes bring back so many memories.
The journey goes on. For you, and for me. Like I said, this is not the end. I don't believe there has to be an ending. Okay. As you can, it shall cast down its...
to Jean, acting... Ugh, this preamble is such a pain to write. It's probably high time we got rid of this acting business. I trust that Dern has updated you all on recent events. Hope we didn't worry you too much. The good news is, we managed to come together and put a stop to the Doctor's evil schemes. With that, I think it's safe to say that Notcry is finally out of the woods. As for the Fatui, not counting the Damselette, aka the Moon Goddess, who has left their organization, we found ourselves allied as ever in a short... Wait, how am I meant to surprise everyone if I tell them in the letter that I'm heading home? Okay, I will begin sending the expeditionary team back home in waves. I hope they won't gloss over the details of my many heroic deeds. I think of Mondstadt daily. Please give everyone my best regards. P.S. The honorary knight went above and beyond this time. Are there any other honors we can give him? P.P.S. Please be extra nice to Klee for the foreseeable future. I cashed in on the last favor that the Hexen Circle owed us, so we need to earn some more goodwill. If there's any serious problems, feel free to stick me in solitary confinement when I get back. And that, as they say, is all. And with the moon shining down brighter than ever,
Look over there! It's a Melusine! Huh? Hey there, Melusine friend! Oh, Traveler, Paimon! It's you! Long time no... Right? Everyone in Merusi is preparing a surprise gift for Monsieur Neuvillette. We're working together to make him a new outfit. I was about to go find some gems. Wow! A surprise present! Is it really okay for you to tell us like that? Sorry. It's my first time doing so. I'm not sure why, but seeing everyone... Paimon totally gets it. The moon's just so infectious that you get swept up in the hype and you just can't stop, won't stop, right? Definitely not! Paimon's begging you. Please don't... Everyone keeping... Uh-oh. If you correct Puka... Anyway... Enough of the crying talk. Let's get back to the new club. So, why'd everyone... Oh, that. Monsieur Neuvillette is always sending gifts to everyone. Flo handled the blueprints, and then we all picked out the materials, and so did emergency... That depends on your... Does it count if we ask Mamere to... Oh, wow. How about that? But like Seren said, Lome's got tons of experience. So, we had her get a whole bundle of fashion magazines. and asked Sijween what for solemn relaxation. Huh? Oh, right. Sorry, I've gotta go. I can't hold. I need to find some shiny shells and rocks pronto and grind them up into shiny powder. I'm not. Leave it to us. When it comes to finding stuff, we're the. Really? Then, could you please help me find some of the shiny. Oh, that. I'll focus on finding gems over here. The shiniest, brightest barrel catches! Whoa! Nice! Shell secured! Not a single hiccup! Ah! What was that? Puka might really be in trouble! Let's go back and check on her! Maybe they don't actually like crab that much. It doesn't look too thrilled. Oh, right! No clue! Never. Monsieur Novelette warned us that while some bishops are super... Then, be sure to give it a proper thing. Yeah, for sure. And I'll treat it to something tasty, too. Only thing is that I'm Tidalga wouldn't have thought such a big bishop. Whoa! Tidalga! Huh? So, nope. Haven't even had a chance to dive in yet. Did some kind soul overhear us and leave it here? Looks like then may the stars watch over us, that our gift may arrive. Oh yeah, here! These are the barrel conches we plenty. Whoa, so sparkly. I can barely open my eyes. Really? Then I'm buying a pair too. Don't buy his nonsense. Well then, if everything goes this well, the clothes should be Hey, when we deliver the clothes to the Palais Mermonia, will you two come see what we made? What sounds great!
I see the value in my own work, but I also see the meaning in all... favors of the people of Fontaine. I believe I will continue.
Wow! It's been a long time since Paimon seen the Palais Momoni. Huh? Something.
Excuse.
Mr. Gestionnaire, do you enjoy?
Are you? Well, about that, I can't really say that I'm happy.
Got it. So, put another way, work at the Palais Marmonia is so
exciting. Oh,
an exciting anxiety. Is being a gestionnaire really that nerve-wracking? And sure, I thought only the Marechaussee Phantom was like that.
Oh, no. It mustn't be exciting. If anything on the job excites your nerves, that means the process has already gone terribly wrong.
Oh, is that so? Sadil never mentioned anything like that.
Sadil? Oh, you mean Officer Sadil?
Of course not. If you're talking to
Grana, now's not the time to get competitive.
Really? I thought that if someone looks really Excuse me, Mr. Gestionnaire.
Pardon me, but interview?
Well, yeah.
Oh, no. According to regulation, gestionnaires are... Excuse me, Miss Melusine, but might I inquire your full name and the newspaper at which you're currently employed?
Special report... You obviously...
My good sir, are you feeling all...
Right! The process...
Oh, we were just going to ask him how to get to Monsieur Neuville's office.
Mr. Eon, there you are. The tea Miss Cornelia so kindly made for us is nearly cold. Just what have you... Oh my word, what happened here?
Mr. Royalte, please give me...
Interview? I never...
The Buoyant Otter Gazette.
Oh, really? Yet what you're...
Of course not. This?
This...
Hey! Watch what you're calling a...
I see. Mr. Eon, please refrain from undue alarm. I understand that your heavy workload and lack of sleep might have left... As you well know, the world looks profoundly different through Melusine eyes. Thus, it is entirely possible that to them, the Iudex appears... well, like that.
Pretty much. Monsieur Neuville actually looks a bit different to
You split the In that case, might I inquire what matter you wish to see Monsieur Neuville about?
We're here to give him a gift. Gun salute! 21 gun salute from Monsieur Neuville. Whew, that was a close call. We almost told someone else about the secret gift again.
A gun salute? Inside the Palais Mermonia? Inside the Iudex's office?
Mr. Royalte, please calm down. You're also becoming...
Can you see something? Paimon's getting scared. Please don't make Paimon beg. Stop rubbernecking. It's not that Paimon... And if he really calls Neuville over, then the surprise they work so hard to prepare... What do you mean, this? Do what exactly? Traveler! Paimon!
It's you.
Traveler! Feels like age...
Pardon me, but are you with... Point is, Monsieur Neuville is currently in his... You're too gracious. We shan't delay you or your Melusine friend.
Eh? What's that?
While inside the Palais Mermonia, particularly in the offices, please ensure otherwise our most enthusiastic colleagues will doubtlessly assume you have a special request that you plan to seek assistance with.
Got it. We were only holding it because everyone was scared of getting lost in the court of Fontaine. But now that we've reached our destination, Puka, if you would.
Sure, Flo. Putting it away. Oh, so that's what it was for. It's fine. With the two of us here, there's no way you're getting lost. Come on. Neuville's office is right over there.
Please take care, everyone.
have to keep an eye on the deployment of guards at all times.
Okay then, please lead the way to Monsieur.
Where could we...
Is today Melusine?
Quite the hubbub. Almost as busy as the end of...
Sadine!
Ah, I thought it might be you. I had heard Melusine voices and went to the window. I trust...
No, not at...
I see. Lome, you were indeed the first at fault here. You must secure the consent of others before making requests, and mustn't impede their duties or daily life. Extra caution should be exercised.
I see. I'm sorry.
The... what, Gazette?
It's nothing. I'll go find them both and apologize right now. Hey, remember to greet them politely first, even when you're apologizing.
Yes, that should suffice. Lecturing has never been my strong suit.
Now, back to the matter at hand. How might I help you all today?
It's probably... Oh, Jones. We were all so busy making a gift, we never stopped to play. It'd be perfect if we could actually... If only Lome was here. She's so carefree. I'm back! Those two gentlemen are both great people. They not only didn't scold... Huh? Why haven't you given him the clothes yet? I already fit... She just said it...
Clothes?
Yeah, you're right.
My thanks. Was that too curt? Might it seem cold? They clearly invested great effort into this surprise for me. And how would human parents express their joy when they receive a gift? If only Siegeween was here. She understands.
Yeah, that's right. With everyone pitching in, we finished in no time flat. The Traveler and Paimon helped too, you know.
Perhaps I should consider this from another. Seeing others use gifts I've given them gives me a feeling of... Might I ask you all to wait for a moment? I'd like to...
Of course you can! Ho ho!
Well... Splendid. Both the Melusines and I are delighted to hear that.
Oh, it looks gorgeous! Plus, now Paimon gets what solemn relaxation is.
Ah, indeed. It is aptly suited for non-official occasions. Moreover, if I'm not mistaken, this outfit seems to have a certain exotic feel?
Keen eye. That's our Monsieur Novelette.
We heard Siegeween mention you'd gone to Chenyu Vale in Liyue and really enjoyed yourself there. So, we thought that if we could make an outfit that matches their local styles, you could wear it on future vacations there.
That was very thoughtful of you. They really went out of their way for me. To do their gift justice, I must find time to return there, bring back some more gifts. But what should I buy? I suppose I shall decide once I get there. I can ask the locals for recommendations.
It was mostly Flo. After all, she made the design and tailored it all by herself.
Yeah! Flo's gonna be a super duper amazing fashion designer one day. She'll be famous all over Fontaine. Hey, That's going a bit overboard. It's not like it was all me. For example, if Puka hadn't risked her neck to get the ingredients for the dyes...
We can skip that part. Monsieur Neuvillette might worry.
What happened?
It's really nothing.
A bishop that, I understand. You are truly, but next time...
Okay.
Also, listening to your story...
Yeah!
I'm a bit concerned about her well-being lately.
We really should...
Excellent. In that case,
Huh? Really?
Alright! Blubber Perfidera. Not enjoying the Melusine.
And why not?
I'm telling you, I saw it in a magazine. You sure?
Come on out now.
Whoa, it's Passive!
Passive? This is how you address her, then?
Good call! He'll think of... Hello?
Puka, allow me to introduce you. This here is the nice bishop that...
Whoa! Bishops can turn into Melusines? That's so cool! Thank you for saving me. Tidalga!
I take it you really like Tidalga?
Wait, that means you gave us your favorite food. Wow!
Thank you.
Passive! Nouvelle Kapow!
If that's the case,
I'll handle the... Then I'll prep some tea... Tidalga! Huh? Passive water. Go back...
She must have had too much Tidalga, and wishes to return to the water to sleep.
Hey! Quick, you're a Passive leave. Wait! Hold on a second! Huh? I don't know. If only I could give her something to remember me by. Oh, I know! Here! For you! Ah! Nouvelle Passive! Nouvelle good thing! Amazing! She recognized it right away!
That is most certainly a very good thing.
Melusine! Nouvelle! Still the same old Passive, huh? At least she gave us a proper goodbye this time.
No need to worry. She already considers Fontaine learning to share as part of the process of a most astute up. And now that I think about it...
Monsieur Neuvillette?
Yes, it was after I was born, though I do not know what. At that time, I was constantly perplexed by all kinds of questions.
Maybe because
And gods do not?
They probably do.
Indeed. Consider it nothing more than me. Indeed, time flows where... Rather than dwell on that note... Melusines are beautiful creatures.